Don't settle for chuck in a truck. Go pro with Pahrump Valley Tree Pros. Licensed and insured, family owned and operated with over 20 years of experience. No job is too big or too small, including insurance jobs and emergency removals, commercial and residential removals, stump grinding, trimming and shaping for trees and dense brush on your properties. We show up on time with the safest state-of-the-art equipment and ensure every customer is happy and satisfied with the project. Our name says it all. If you want the best, give us a call. Pahrump Valley Tree Pros, 702-764-2695.
Ethan was shot in the head in his best friend's house with an unsecured gun. The father, the gun owner, he stored his 3 guns and bullets in a shoebox. That has to be the most horrific experience that a human could ever have.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating, new, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Junette Gentry. Thanks for joining us on Ace Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Thursday, January 8th. In our top story, in part 2 of our report, the Clark County Coroner's Office is asking for the public's help identifying more than 24 people unfortunately found dead across the Las Vegas Valley dating back to the 1980s.
The Clark County Coroner's Office is once again asking for the public's help in identifying deceased individuals whose identities remain unknown. This is part 2 in our ongoing series highlighting cases where families have not yet been notified because the names are still missing. Case number 2204291, John Four Seasons Doe. The remains of this mixed-race man were located in a concrete wash behind the Four Seasons Hotel on July 14, 2022. The coroner's office believes he was between 50 and 70 years old at the time of his death and noted his sparse gray facial hair. Case number 2207463, John Horizon Ridge Doe. Someone discovered this white man deceased in a wash near West Horizon Ridge Parkway on December 12, 2022. He was between 30 and 50 years old and had healed nasal fractures. Case number 210554, Jane Palos Verdes Doe. This white woman, believed to be between 28 and 50 years old, was found deceased in an alley near Flamingo Road and Palos Verdes Street on August 19, 2021. She had long brown and gray hair with blue eyes. She was wearing several layers of clothing, including a black hooded sweatshirt, a flannel shirt, and jean shorts. Case number 210630, John Doe. This unidentified young black man was located in a desert area north of the 215 Beltway and Losee Road. Case number 2107085, Jane North Culvert Doe. Someone discovered this person's remains in a culvert near a railroad track on November 1st, 2021. Case number 2107877, Jane Sahara Doe. The remains of this white woman were located on December 7th, 2021 in a parking lot on Sahara Avenue in the East Las Vegas Valley. The coroner's office estimates she was between 45 and 70 at the time of her death and that she had undergone hip replacement. She was wearing the shirt with the name Imelda Guerrero crossed out and the phrase Residential Essentials. Case number 2302916, Jane South Shore Doe. This person's skull was located on the driving range at a Henderson Country Club on May 15, 2023. The remains were not recognizable, and only a partial skeleton was located. Case number 2302672, John Frenchman Mountain Doe. Someone located this man's remains in a homeless encampment on Frenchman Mountain on May 2, 2023. The coroner's office believes he was between 45 and 65 years old at his time of death. Case number 2401263, Jane Northwest Frenchman Doe. This woman's remains were located near the Great Conformity on Frenchman Mountain on February 19, 2024. The coroner's office believes she was white or Hispanic in her 30s or 40s. Case number 2407911, John Mountain Tower Doe. This man was located on November 18, 2024, alongside a backpack, phone, and personal hygiene items. The coroner's office believes he was between 50 and 70 at the time of death. Case number 2408101, John Black Hills Doe. This mixed-race young man's remains were located in a wash near Boulder City's Copper Mountain Solar Plant on November 26, 2024. The coroner's office believes he was between 16 and 20. Case number 2506769, John Aliante Doe. This man's remains were located on October 5, 2025 in a desert near North Aliante Parkway. The coroner's office estimates he was between 36 and 55 years old at his time of death. They noted he had crude tattoos, including one depicting the character of Jason from Friday the 13th. Case number 2507986, John State Route 160 Doe. This black or mixed race man's remains were located on November 27, 2025, off State Route 160. The coroner's office believes he was between 50 and 70 years old and noted multiple tattoos on his left arm and hand, including one that said Lucky Stars. Anyone who recognizes a sketch or has information that may help identify any of the individuals is urged to contact the Clark County Coroner's Office, 702-455-3210, or by email at coroner@clarkcountynv.gov.
And in more area news, Las Vegas police reach out to the public as investigators with Metro's sexual assault detail search for possible additional victims connected to the arrest of a local teacher.
On January 6, 2026, detectives from LVMPD's Sexual Assault Detail arrested 48-year-old Francisco Misajan for a sexual assault that occurred within Las Vegas. Misajan was booked into the Clark County Detention Center for the charge of lewdness with a child under 14 years old. Detectives believe there may be additional victims due to Misajan being a teacher with ties to local youth students. Anyone who may have been a victim of Misajan or who has information about this crime is urged to contact the Sexual Assault Detail at 702-828-3421. To remain anonymous, contact Crime Stoppers by phone at 702-385-5555 or on the internet at www.crimestoppersofnv.com.
And Catherine and Christopher White are back in the news today, this time with two other accomplices in a residential burglary.
On Wednesday, January 7th, 2026, Nye County deputies were dispatched after a homeowner reported seeing someone looking into her security camera while she was repairing an air conditioner at a condemned residence. The home had officially been posted as unsafe and uninhabitable, lacking running water, electricity, gas, and sewer service. A notice placed on October 22nd ordered all occupants to vacate the property by the following day. When deputies arrived, they saw the lights on inside the home and several people moving belongings. A woman, later identified as Lonnie Sonnenschein, bought it inside with Christopher White, who has a prior history of burglary arrests. Also inside were Catherine White, wearing a gray sweater and orange gloves, and Gregory Hatfield wearing a black leather jacket. Deputies called out sheriff's office multiple times. After the fourth announcement, Sonnenschein dropped what she was holding and ran out the back door. The other three suspects also fled into the backyard before eventually being ordered to come back to the front of the house. All suspects claimed they had just met Sonnenschein, while Christopher White said he was allowed to be there to clean the home for an insurance claim. However, the deputy he named denied giving any such permission. During a search, deputies found a glass smoking pipe inside Christopher White's pocket. He refused to answer further questions and was taken into custody. Sonnenschein was later located and arrested. Gregory Hatfield now faces charges of burglary of a structure, conspiracy to commit burglary, and destroying or concealing evidence. Lonnie Sonnenschein was charged with burglary, conspiracy to burglarize, and resisting a police officer. Catherine White faces burglary, conspiracy to burglarize, and possession of Schedule 1 and 2 drugs. And Christopher White was charged with burglary, conspiracy to burglarize, and possession of drug paraphernalia. All four were transported to Nye County Detention Center.
Do you have crabs? Do you want them? We'll tell you how you can get the delicious kind after this break.
We love you, Pahrump. Thank you for making the Auto Plaza #1 in Nye County. We are incredibly grateful for your support and proud to be serving our community now for 20 years. Whether you're looking to replace or service your vehicle, consider this. We offer dozens of new GM models in cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus hundreds of the highest quality pre-owned vehicles for sale in Southern Nevada. Our all-star service team is here to keep your vehicle running in tip-top shape. The factory-trained and ASE certified technicians here can work on most makes and models, and we carry the latest in diagnostic and preventative maintenance tools to get the job done. Visit PahrumpCars.com to check out our current selection of vehicles, schedule a service appointment, or even order factory accessories for your ride. Don't forget to stop by the Auto Plaza and get a free alignment check before you hit the open road, or visit PahrumpCars.com.
When your car lets you down, you need a shop that steps up. At family-owned Double D Automotive Service in Henderson, our certified techs handle everything: engines, brakes, even AC. We use state-of-the-art equipment to keep your car running right the first time. We help our customers get from memory to memory because life's best memories happen on the road. We stand behind our work so you can drive with confidence. Every mile, every time. Double D Automotive Service, Henderson's trusted family-run auto repair pros. Call 702-303-1275 or visit doubledrepair.com today.
Imagine this happens to you. You're driving along and someone causes you to be in an accident. And now you're stuck with these injuries and damages, dealing with the insurance agents and the attorneys, getting nowhere.
The accident wasn't even my fault.
Good luck proving it, sweetheart.
We're paying you nothing, not a buckus.
You need someone on your side. You need a David to fight your Goliath. All you gotta do is dial. You ready?
Call 830-7070.
Anthony Paglia, injury lawyer.
Uh-oh.
I'll get you the money you deserve.
Thank you, Anthony Paglia.
If you've ever been hurt in a car accident, slip and fall, dog bite, or have a head or spinal injury, or God forbid a family member has a fatal accident, now you know where to get your dough. Call 830-7070. Hey, is your firm hiring?
It's a new year, a chance to reset, refocus, and chase new goals. At 87 years old, Willie has more energy than most of us on our best day. This year, her resolution is simple: stay active through her favorite online workout classes. But her internet provider can't keep up. Just when it looks like her resolution is over, Valley Communications steps in with a connection that actually works. With VCA Fiber, buffering doesn't get in the way. Videos load instantly. Workouts stay on track. VCA Fiber. New year, new speeds.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, tickets to Crab Fest 2026 are now on sale, and that delicious event is benefiting a great cause.
So, my name is Kathy McKenna, and I am the Executive Director for Advocates for Children of Rural Nevada, known as ACORN, located here in Pahrump. And we are getting ready to have one of our large special events, and that is the Crab Fest. It is on February 7th. It is held at the Nye Communities Coalition Center, and it starts at 5, doors open at 5, and dinner is at 6, and it's all you can eat Dungeness crab. We actually fly the crab in the night before from usually Oregon, and our illustrious district attorney, Brian Kunze, is actually the cook for our Crab Fest, and he and his wife diligently get everything ready. We also serve chicken for those people that are not seafood lovers, but we have, all the fixings that go with it. We've got desserts, but we also have raffles and silent auctions, and we'll have Ski Sinski and Ron Gibson and Nolan Gibson there to do our auctioneering, because we always have a live auction as well. And it is so important because Advocates for Children of Rural Nevada, also known as ACORN, we actually train volunteers to be advocates for foster children in the court system. And these fundraisers allow us to provide services for those children, and it's much needed. So those of you that come out, we try to let you have a lot of fun. We want you to enjoy what's happening, but at the same time, remembering that you're helping a very good cause. You're helping a nonprofit, and you're helping the children of our community, which is desperately needed. We also need volunteers as well, so you can come and enjoy some crab and also talk to somebody about becoming a volunteer. These are much needed volunteers to be able to work with our children of the community so that they know they have a friend there when they're going through this tough time when they are separated from their biological families. So again, February 7th, doors open at 5. Dinner starts at 6. Tickets are limited right now, so if you're interested, please call 775-505-2272. They are $100 a piece. And as I said, we do have limited tickets available right now. So give us a call at your earliest convenience so we can get you tickets and you can come to our wonderful event. We would greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, the Vegas Golden Knights are hosting Columbus this weekend. Mikey Ruhan is slapshotting that and more in sports now.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. The Vegas Golden Knights return home this evening. They welcome the Blue Jackets from Columbus. Down on the farm, a Henderson Silver Knights forward is heading to the global stage. Jonas Rodenberg is preparing to represent Denmark at the 2026 Winter Olympics, bringing international recognition to both Las Vegas and his home country. Not bad for a guy who learned how to skate where it's 115 degrees in the summer. The UNLV Lady Rebels are officially on a roll, and no, not the dinner kind. They continued their surge through Mountain West play Wednesday night, knocking off Utah State 69-58 at Cox Pavilion to extend their winning streak to 5 straight games. And finally, the Las Vegas Raiders coaching search is heating up. After parting ways with Pete Carroll, the team has requested interviews with Vance Joseph, Clint Kubiak, Davis Webb, Matt Nagy, and now Kevin Stefanski. At this rate, Allegiant Stadium may need to take a number system or just a really big waiting room. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Thanks so much, Mikey. And hold on to your hats out there. It's windy with scattered showers. More weather and news when we return.
If this is your wreck, you need a check.
If this is your wreck, you definitely need a check.
Heard in a wreck, you need a check?
We're Lerner and Rowe. Make one call, that's all.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Wrap up the year with huge savings at Saida Trudeau. It's the holiday season, and Saida Trudeau is giving the gift of zero. That's 0% financing for 60 months on new 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn, Lone Star, and Laramie Crew Cabs. Also, 0% financing for 72 months on vehicles like the new 2025 Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid, the new 2025 Dodge Charger Daytona, and new 2025 Jeep Wagoneer S, Limited and Launch Edition. In the mood for adventure? Check out and save $7,500 on a new 2025 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. Need to save your money for the holidays? Get no payments for 90 days on every new vehicle in stock when financing with Stellantis Financial. Come save big this holiday season at your hometown dealer, Saida Trudeau, with the Wrap Up the Year Savings event going on now.
America is great and Pahrump is awesome. We have room for our furry friends, and when it's time to care for them, we have the best feed store, Shadow Mountain Feed. Who did Siegfried and Roy call on when their dolphin quit eating? Shadow Mountain Feed. They developed a nutrition solution right in their store. From elephants to dogs and everything in between, they have what you need to feed, grow, and show your animals. They have everything except bread. Don't go there for bread. Shadow Mountain Feed, your one-stop care center for your best friends. At 2371 West Bella Vista, call 775-727-5527.
Happy retirement, Dad.
Thank you very much.
So, Dad, what are you gonna do next?
We just miss being around kids.
And we aren't done yet.
Milton Hershey School house parents? What's that?
Being a house parent is much more than a job. It's a purpose.
How will you afford to move?
Can we even visit you guys while you're in Hershey?
Oh, you can go visit.
And we'll save even more money because we won't have to pay for housing, utilities, and meals.
And the school provides everything we need to make a difference in these kids' lives.
We won't be alone. There'll be people like us from all over the country helping care for these students.
You're set on it, aren't you?
Absolutely.
It's a new chapter for you, and the kids who deserve one too. Discover what's next at Milton Hershey School.
I was in a wreck. I need a check. Get Lerner and Rowe.
Get your check. Get Lerner and Rowe.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
Get Lerner and Rowe.
Get smart. Get Lerner and Rowe.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, in today's electrifying segment from our friends at Valley Electric Association, they're explaining how to unlock a new level of precision in your daily life, an all-electric home. And it's not just a utility choice, it's a high-performance system designed for instant response, from kitchen tech that boils water in just seconds to climate systems that maintain that perfect temperature with surgical accuracy.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Electrifying your home can make it safer and more comfortable, and reduce its environmental footprint. About half of the homes in the US use natural gas or oil for heating, water heating, drying clothes, or cooking. Over 40% of energy emissions are a result of decisions we make at home. Going all electric at home will play an important role in decarbonization efforts. Home electrification means switching to electricity as the source of energy in all the places we now use fossil fuels. Aside from the obvious environmental benefits, there are also lots of benefits for homeowners. First, burning fossil fuels in our homes creates dangerous gases that affect indoor air quality. Electrification eliminates indoor combustion. Also, you'll appreciate how quiet, convenient, and low-maintenance electric appliances are. Plus, as more solar and wind are added to the grid, our electric homes will create even less pollution. This means cleaner air and water for everyone. So, how do we electrify our homes? If you heat your home with a natural gas furnace, you could replace it with a highly efficient electric heat pump. If you heat your water with natural gas, you'll switch to a heat pump water heater. A gas range can be replaced by an electric or induction range. In place of a gas clothes dryer, you can have an electric dryer or a heat pump model. Lawn and garden equipment can be corded or battery-operated electric versions. Driving an electric vehicle completes the process. And adding solar panels plus storage reduces your home's carbon footprint even more. All of this can be done over time as appliances fail. And incentives like grants and low-interest loans can combine with future savings to help pay for these improvements. Home electrification is the future, and it can make living in your home and on the planet better every day.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look through our Lerner & Rowe weather cam at these beautiful wild horses. We're catching one using nature's scratching post, scratching against whatever they can find out there on this beautiful, cloudy, somewhat rainy day. More in weather next.
I'm excited to announce that we're having our biggest 3-in-1 sale ever with a limited edition product, a back in stock special, and a closeout deal you won't find anywhere else. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get our MyPillow bed sheets only $29.88. Any color, any style, any size, even kings, regular $119.98, only $29.88. Once they're gone for good. How about our My Towels? They're finally back in stock, but not for long. Get a 6-piece My Towel set, regular $69.98, now only $39.98. And for the first time and the only time ever, get our limited edition premium My Pillows. They're made with Giza cotton and designer gusset. Queen $17.98, Kings only $19.98. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get the best offers ever. Quantities are extremely limited, so order now.
Weather is sponsored by the Nevada Dairy Farmers and the Dairy Council of Nevada, sharing the love of all things dairy. Celebrate the best moments with milk. Milk the moment. And the weather is also brought to you by the Ponderosa Dairy, Nevada's largest dairy, fresh from our farm to your table.
Time now to take a look at our weather conditions here in Pahrump, in Las Vegas, and throughout Nevada. In Death Valley, the high today, only 64 degrees. Then they're dropping to 41 overnight. Las Vegas has cool breezes and high wind gusts, taking our temperatures down to 53 for the high today. Then we're dropping even lower overnight to only 37 degrees. And some wind gusts in the area will be up to 50 miles per hour. In Amargosa, the high today, 53. And they're dropping to 31 overnight. Beatty's high, 47. Goldfield, 33 for the high. Tonopah tops out at 30, then drops to a chilly 16 degrees overnight. Carson City's high today, 36. They're dropping into the upper teens overnight. And the near weather twins of Fallon and Fernley are in the upper 30s, low 40s, and in the mid to upper teens overnight. And currently here in Pahrump, it is windy and very cloudy and 46 degrees. Our high, 51 today, with high winds out of the north-northwest at 19 miles per hour with gusts even higher. And humidity is moderate at 32%. Sunrise was at 6:55 a.m. And tonight we can expect an overnight low in Pahrump of 31 with winds out of the north at 18 miles per hour. Humidity increases to 40%. Sunrise was at 4:46 p.m. And looking ahead to our 7-day forecast, those winds will continue to breeze through 10 miles per hour on Friday with a high of 52. And Saturday, that humidity increases a bit, so do our chances of rain. 54% and increasing a bit our chances for some late weekend scattered showers, around 50% throughout the end of our weekend, beginning of our work week, with those temperatures in the high 50s, low 60s, and we have overnight lows in the mid to upper 30s and 40s. The midweek next week, it starts to clear up a bit with the temperatures creeping up incrementally from the mid 60s to upper 60s, with those lows still in the mid 40s. So make sure you have a jacket, a coat, and maybe even an umbrella over this weekend. It's going to be interesting winter weather here in Southern Nevada, so buckle up. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country Radio, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.
You do a lot of things to ensure your baby will be healthy, safe, and protected. Don't forget to protect your baby